Hey everyone, I've got a video that I thought was important to put out there ASAP. And by ASAP, I mean, attention Second Amendment patriots. We have a lot of gun control bills being presented in a lot of states right now, and that is not a coincidence. There is a definite agenda being unleashed, and I believe they're using 3 key strategies that we need to be aware of. Number 1, the gun grabbers want to divide and conquer. Kind of hard to support one another when everyone is too busy fighting their own state's gun rights battle. If your state hasn't been affected yet, be ready because it's coming. Well, except for maybe Alaska. You're probably safe because nobody wants to take away someone's guns when it's 3 degrees outside and grizzly bears outnumber humans 3-1. Seriously though, it's a commonly used tactic of war. Divide time, divide energy, divide resources, divide numbers, and will be easier to wear down and defeat. We can't let them tire us out. Keep sharing your love of freedom and guns by taking new shooters to the range with you. I have seen many times over that when people shoot guns, they want to own guns. And when you own guns, you want to protect your right to do so. Also, make sure to keep up on what's happening in your state and in other areas. This is going to be a long and wearisome battle, but please don't ever think that you cannot change what's happening. Your voice and actions matter. As George Washington once said, it is better to be a tired warrior than a dead one. Washington didn't really say that. I did. I just thought it sounded cooler coming from a founding father, so sorry. Number 2, mislabel your opponent. Did you know that if you were vocal about standing up for gun rights, use the term boogaloo, or make memes with frogs about standing up to tyranny, that you were considered a dangerous extremist threat? This is according to the Network Contagion Research Institute, one of many independent private firms that have a hobby of gathering intel on average American citizens on social media and then sharing it with our government.
That's awesome!
I'm sure it's just all innocent fun that they reported people like you and me to be hate groups. And now we're planning a violent uprising against a seemingly tyrannical or left-wing government in response to a perceived threat of widespread gun confiscation. Last time I checked, all the unconstitutional anti-gun bills being presented in state governments right now were actually for reals tyrannical, not seemingly tyrannical. And the threat was not just perceived, but in black and white, typed out on actual paper, and being voted on. I'm not planning a violent uprising, nor is anyone I know of, but it's good to know that our government is already putting us in domestic terrorist databases for being passionate for our Second Amendment rights. I guess if a watch list like this was good enough for George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, and John Adams, well, it's good enough for me. Number 3, and most importantly, they are desensitizing us. They present an overwhelming number of anti-gun laws or laws that are more extreme in nature at first, knowing that through repetition and over time, lesser laws will be more acceptable to us and easier to pass. We're seeing this in Pennsylvania right now. 29 bills were just introduced by the governor for gun safety. They include a gun registry, a gun buyback program, an assault weapons ban, and a bill that will require a shooting range to run a background check on you if you want to rent one of their guns for an hour.
That's stupid. That don't make no sense.
Those are just 4 of the 29, so this is how it works. The bills are presented and the people freak out. Months go by, the desensitizing kicks in, and then when they finally go to pass just one little mental health bill or maybe a background check for a friend-to-friend gun transfer, it won't seem like that big of a deal to most people. Especially after previously being exposed to the original 29 infringements. But over time, the little things add up, and before you know it,
children are dying, and so is the future of America as a result.
They also know that people usually don't start revolutions over 1 or 2 smaller laws being passed, so this method avoids trouble. It's all a grand plan, my friends. It's not a coincidence that things are very extreme right now in a lot of different places. So be aware, be educated, and spread the word. And be careful about how you phrase things online, because we now know that we are being analyzed and reported to our government.
I'm spying on you.
The powers that be are looking for any excuse to silence dissenting voices. Those naughty little research firms aren't going to like this message, so to make sure that you and I stay in contact no matter what, please go to my website, goodpatriot.com, and sign up for my email list. It looks like this. I only send a newsletter out once a month, and you will want to open that email. As always, thank you for liking and sharing my videos. If you'd like to support us further, please go and pre-order one of these t-shirts. I'll put the link below this video, or if you're watching this on Instagram, I'll put the link in the bio. If you pre-order, you get a discount. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you again soon, Patriots. God bless.